In July 2025, violence erupted in southern Syria again. But this time, it wasn't just another headline about Syria's long-running civil war. This time it involved a lesser-known community, the Druze. And it pulled Israel directly into the conflict. Now you might be wondering, who exactly are the Druze? And why would Israel, a country that does not even share a direct border with the Syrian region, launch airstrikes in another nation? Let's take a step back and break down what is really going on. It all started with something that might seem small but was not. A Druze merchant was stopped, kidnapped by Bedouin tribesmen, and brutally threatened. He was eventually released, but in critical conditions. For the Druze community, this wasn't just a crime. It was an attack on the people. In response, armed Druze militias struck back. What followed was a rapid spiral into violence. Retaliation after retaliation, Druze and Bedouin fighters clashed in the streets. Sweida, where most of the Syria's Druze community lives, people there have always resisted government control. They don't like being ruled from Damascus. They value their local autonomy. But for the Druze, this wasn't help. It felt like a threat to them. Soon, the Syrian army moved in, claiming to restore order. They don't see the army as protectors. They see them as outsiders trying to take control. And then tensions exploded. In just a few days, over 350 lives were lost. That's when Israel stepped in. Now, you must be thinking all this sounds like Syria's internal conflict. So why is Israel firing missiles at Syrian targets? What is their role in all this? Let me explain it to you. Israel is home to nearly 150,000 Druze citizens, a proud loyal community that serves in the Israeli military, police, and public life. They are not just another minority, they are part of their Israeli fabric. So, when news broke that Druze civilians in Syria, Sweida province were being attacked, it wasn't ignored. In fact, Israeli Druze communities began protesting, demanding the government to step in to protect their people across the border. From the street of Druze-majority towns in Israel to the halls of the Israeli parliament, the calls for action grew louder. Lawmakers and community leaders came together, demanding protection for the Druze in Syria. The domestic pressure became too strong to ignore. And then, on July 15, Israel responded not with words, but with missiles. Israeli fighter jets launched airstrikes on Syrian army positions near Sweida and even hit targets near Damascus, including buildings linked to Syria's defense ministry. Israel's defense minister, Israel Katz, sent a clear warning. If the Druze are harmed, we will strike back hard. A very recent development has shifted the dynamics on the ground. On July 17, Syria's interim president Ahmad al-Sarraj announced that the Syrian army will withdraw from the region, a decision made under a US-Turkey Arab brokered ceasefire aimed at ending the violence. But that is not all. Sarraj also declared that protecting the Druze community is now a national priority. In a significant shift, local Druze leaders will help oversee security in Sweida. For a region that has long demanded autonomy, this is a step towards something deeper, local control over their own future. For a region that has long resisted outside control, this marks a turning point and possibly a new beginning.